Hey, what's up, guys? You'll notice that I am alone today. Toast was sadly unavailable, so we're going to be doing an episode of Behind the Badgercraft. So I figured I just kind of take you guys around, let you see how the base is looking, talk about some of the projects that are in the works, some that aren't anymore, and yeah. Oh, also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. So these stairs that I'm running up here were originally put here so that French Toast could get to the top of this mountain, as he had claimed the top of another mountain over here, right across this bridge, to build his base on. And at some point, he will definitely be doing that, I'm sure, and I'll probably be helping him out. We'll definitely be recording that when we get there. You can see this, honestly, this whole seed, for as much fun as I've made of French Toast, um, has actually yielded just some beautiful, beautiful scenery that, obviously we are going to destroy completely as we continue building our base and expanding our operations. Alright, and then over this way, one of my first failed projects was an attempt at a villager breeder. Bedrock uh, Bedrock breeders and whatnot, I find to be wildly different from Java, which is definitely where I started my playthrough, or my Minecraft play in. He must have wandered over from the village, which you can see here. This is where, we do most of our village whatever. That there's the tenement house I built, which is just full of beds. And yeah, every now and again, just stuff wanders over. Basically, I'm using the village as a villager breeder, and when I need villagers, I just come over or head over there and get them into minecarts. We're just going to go ahead and tear this down. So this here, there's a llama in the roof. This here is a floor plan for a castle that I used to build, an entire lifetime ago when I first started playing Minecraft. And I would just go and randomly hide this in the world that a friend of mine was running, the first server I ever played on. And I would throw these little castles up everywhere. This was in a world before like the staircase, well, I guess not before the staircase block, but before the staircase could be placed upside down and blah blah blah. So, and while I didn't get around to finishing this castle, I found that utilizing the staircases for the I don't know the words that mean stuff about castles, but for the little pointy bits all around the top is really useful. But sadly, this villager breeder didn't work out, and it kind of makes this mountain look ugly, so clearly it is time to go. Once this axe breaks, I'm definitely just going to be going to get myself an iron one, and I'll probably be checking back in with you guys after I'm done tearing it all out. So I got about this far through cutting down this castle before I realized I didn't really introduce myself, I just explained what was going on. Now then, I assume if you're watching this, you probably already know who I am. But I am the King Badger, and you would actually see if we were playing on the split screen, the name tags were showing up, that I'm not currently wearing the Lothonian Jester tag, because it's just easier to play this with the first player. This skin is one that I built a while back and then just put onto the Lothonian Jester account recently, and had been meaning to set up on there for a while so that Toast and I could both look the way we want to look. Oh, insert some kind of joke there, I'm sure. Anyway, though, I figure before I take out this last layer here, I'll show you guys just the the basic block pattern that I use for this castle, and these long walls, like the straight walls, basically, they don't really matter a whole lot. I mean, obviously, if you go too long or too short, you'll lose a lot of the perspective on the thing. Proportions, that's the word I was looking for. But if you look here, you can actually see it's literally just 4 of the easiest full circles to make here in Minecraft connected. You know, this one, obviously a 3 wide wall in between. And then this one, I'm not going to count, you can count. And yeah, so you just set those up, connect it in the middle of each circle wall, whatever, the internal wall, the connect. You know what? You guys can figure it out. But yeah, it's a really simple design, and it's one that I stumbled on. You know, I didn't come up with it myself, and I don't even know who to cite as a source or where to look to find it. I was literally using this back in the InfDev days of Minecraft. But yeah, that's funny. It kind of looks like a pair of glasses from this angle. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this out and then even up this terrain, and I'll show you from the side why that's so necessary. It just looks god awful. I've got so much hangy platform ledge over here, and I hate it. Anyway, we're gonna clean it up, and we'll see you in a few. I don't know what the next project we're gonna do. Maybe some more cleanup. Maybe working on something else. You know what? We'll figure out what we're doing when we get there. Alright, well that's a lot better. See here behind me. I still need to do some terraforming work to make sure it all looks good. And no matter what, it won't be great. But in all fairness, this whole top used to be gravel. You can see how much stone I cleared out. I mean, I laid all of that anyway, so whatever. And I remembered that we lost the clip for this long ago, one of our first cursed episodes. So I'm going to show you the water slide that's about to not exist anymore. Llamas and dudes just everywhere. Looks like my water calculations were off. That's fine though. This ain't a very long trip either way. Just coming right on down here, lazy river styles. And if this makes it all the way to the end anymore, I don't remember if I plugged it up. Actually, I must have, because the rabbit should be built right below it. This actually takes us all the way over into the commenter zoo, which, well, we won't be seeing because I'm going to be tearing all of this out. God, not next, but shortly. A good way to speed up this process. But at least it's a fun little water slide. Lazy river ride. I don't know. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah. And right here. Commenters are, oh, I guess it'd be falling over on Rallazone there. There's Ravioli's holding pen, but I can't see Ravioli's from here. Mo's around the corner, and Lizzie is over under there somewhere. But yeah, that's a project for another date. I think what I'm going to do now is probably go build up the Guardian farm. But as that will be easier to do without 2 people, and I'll be able to cut out all the boring stuff. So I will, let's see if we can make it up this in third person. Oh, I will, there we go. Now we're cooking with fire. I'll see you guys once I get over there and have collected my stuff. Woo! No. And we're here. Oh, looks like I did have a bed. I guess Toast and I already left our beds over here. I even packed one solely for the adventure to make sure it had one. Let's just put it down anyway. So, I'm going to be following the tutorial of, I guess his name is Killfeed, and it is apparently not his design either. I believe it's Silent Whisper that did this. So, I personally will be linking at least Killfeed's, probably Silent Whispers as well, if I remember to find it. But yeah, so I'm just going to be building a guardian farm. Apparently, it's fairly simple. Killfeed suggested turning it on peaceful, but well, I'm not going to do that unless I gotta. And in all fairness, I'm probably going to have to. But until I absolutely admit defeat, I'm going to try to do this 100% on my own, taking the damages, hopefully breaking the line of sight before it's too late. And I don't call that golden. But while I'm doing this, I've been curious. What do you guys like to do while you're playing Minecraft? I mean, like, what do you listen to? Do you listen to music? Do you just live with the Minecraft sounds themselves? Do you listen to podcasts or audiobooks? I mean, I personally am all about the podcasts or audiobooks. I don't know what it is. Like, my music just feels a little samey after a while, but the stories never seem to get old. And I find it to be like the perfect environment for podcasts, personally. Like, I plowed through all of King Falls AM just recently, and will absolutely admit that I'm sad that there isn't currently any available. The whole COVID thing shut down my podcasts of all stuff, which is, well, deeply frustrating to say the very least. And yeah, but when I was first getting back into Minecraft, I was listening to audiobooks, and I was using some utility that linked the LibriVox recordings, which, I mean, are just fascinating for the fact that it's all royalty-free books, generally read by whoever wants to read an audiobook. And it's really neat because, like, some of the recordings are really good and some are not so good. And, like, you know, it's just literally volunteers, people that want to do it. And I noticed that a lot of the the audiobooks, were read by people that appeared to be using it to teach themselves English. And I don't know why I find that so endearing, but it was just absolutely fascinating to me. And yeah, I heard, oh man, I listened to H.G. Wells's Time Machine, and oh man, so many others. I was working my way through Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when the utility kind of took a poop on me, and I had to switch over, and I started having to actually just buy my audiobooks from Google Play. But I did get to hear, what was it? It was Neil Gaiman reading about Norse mythology, I want to say, the Odin and all of those, and it was just so good. And I've been working my way through a whole handful of others, but I mean, I've mostly been sticking with the podcast as of late. But yeah, I guess I should probably quit rambling and I'll cut back to it once I've got this kind of laid out. So, I guess I'll give you a really quick rundown on what I'm doing. Apparently, just outside of the footprint of the monument, you want to erect your wall, which I mean makes sense. And then 3 blocks of water down. Oh, at least I hope. I'll have to check the video in the interim. You want to build a platform, and then after I get this all completely walled off and platformed out, I'm going to start draining it. That's why I've got all of this sand. Mostly because I'm going to do this the hard way instead of just doing it, you know, a whole bunch of sand all at once. I'm just going to do it layer by layer. And yeah, so I'm going to check the video and well, I guess I'll check back in with you once I've got at least the base laid out. And we'll see you later. Gonna look at you. We'll see you later. Gonna look at you from my little platform over here and eyeball that skeleton that's hanging out behind me. Alright, so I've started on this base platform here, which I'm sure is going to take me forever because instead of bringing over some water breathing potions, I'm just going to bob up to the surface. Now, thankfully, that is only, 3 blocks of water between this platform I'm standing on and the surface, so ain't too far away. But nonetheless, this is what we got going on, and I'm sure it's going to be boring, so we are definitely going to cut out most of this and come back once it's all done. But in the meantime, nope, I don't have anything for you. Just keep on doing what you're doing. While trucking through the underbrush near my base, I naturally stumbled on a baby llama, and I had to share it with you. So, baby llama! I'm just gonna dance at it. It doesn't care. Alright, we'll see you back at the stuff. I am wandering around, found a jungle. Of course, the sad part about the whole reason I started wandering around is I was looking for, or waiting for stuff to smelt because I ran out of smooth stone. And I am nowhere near my base, so it's not loaded in. But from the other side of the bank, I saw a panda. There he is. And in this jungle, I found bamboo, so let's see if I can befriend a panda. Oh, look at him eat. I will eat my fish with you, Mr. Panda. Can you tame pandas? I'm only going to work myself down to 10 bamboo. And if he doesn't tame, if I don't see the hearts, I'm just going to leave him be. Come on. Are we friends? Well, doesn't look like he cares. Weird. So I guess you can't tame him. Anyway, we now return you to regularly scheduled programming. It is going to take me way too long to finish that project before I have to put this video out, so we're just going to wrap it up here. Woo. And, yeah, we'll see you next week. Hopefully it'll be Toast and I again. And, yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Woo. Later, babies.